if I had any advice to give women who've been through the same experience as us, or is currently going through early pain of losing a child, you have to embrace the pain. You're going to need to cry, you're going to have bad days. I tell you, one of the worst things with me was, funny enough, going to the supermarket and not being able to park in the parent car park space. You know, I had a 40-week baby and he had died, and then we had to go home, and life carries on. You got to go and get food, you got to go and get some shopping, and we felt that we'd earned the right to park in that space. I know it's really weird, but we couldn't park in the space. And then all the women come out in their prams and their babies, and they come out the woodwork, and they're everywhere, and you see them more than you do normally. They're absolutely everywhere, and that's really hard. And do not be afraid to tell people, I don't want to see your baby. I'm not saying that I don't like your baby, but I can't deal with it right now. I can't look at your baby, I can't be with your baby, I can't hold your baby, I am not interested in your baby. And that is absolutely fair enough. We got very friendly with a couple in your class who we're really good friends with now, and she completely understood, and I was quite honest with her. I said, I can't hold your baby, I really don't want to see your baby, I can't deal with it right now. She completely understood. But you need to be able to tell people that that's what's in your head, and don't be afraid to say that, because that's probably how you're going to feel. Well, it's certainly how I felt. I just didn't want to see I didn't want to hear about pregnancies, I didn't want to hear about women who were pregnant, I didn't want to see babies, I didn't want to be around, I didn't want to go and see some of my friends because they all have small children, and I wasn't interested. But you have to go through the initial pain, and you shouldn't try to suppress it or not think about it, because it's going to be there, and if you don't deal with it, it'll just it'll get you in the end. You have to go through a grieving process. But you also need to hang on to your hope of what you want to do. If you want to have more children, if this is a second or a third and it's happened, or this is your first, it can still happen for you. I mean, I'm 46 now, and we had cuddles when I was 44, and we had our new son when I was 45, and I didn't think it was going to happen, and it did. So if it can happen for me, it's anything is possible, and it doesn't need to be through childbirth. There's adoption, all kinds of other routes for you to have a family. So we didn't want to give up. So it's kind of hang on to your dreams. You are going to get jealous of other people, but don't get jealous of other people, because it could still happen to you. Be prepared that people don't know how to deal with your pain, don't know what to say to you. Most of my family didn't pick up the phone, didn't ring me to see how I'm doing, still haven't rung me to see how I'm doing, and haven't rung because there's now a bit of animosity, because now we have our son, a new son. They haven't bothered to phone us. So there can be people in your life that you were close to that it will change, purely because they don't know how to deal with it. And it is not for you to make it up with them. If they want to be part of your life, then they will come to you. If they don't, then you're better off without that negativity. So we've just learned, well, if you're not interested, then that's absolutely fine. It gets better over time, insofar as you don't wake up every day and think the world's ending. You never forget them. You think about them every day. We constantly listen to music that will pop on, that was happening through my pregnancy, that will make us cry and think of him, but in a good way now, not in a my life is over kind of way, which is kind of how we felt initially. So yeah, just keep positive, don't give up on your dream, and always just always remember there are other people that have had this happen to them, and there are people out there that understand and will support you, but it might be hard to find those people to talk to. They're both absolutely gorgeous boys, and we are going to make sure he knows all about his brother, because there is actually quite a lot that we can tell him about his personality. Just going through pregnancy, you get a sense of what they're going to be like. He absolutely hated having the remote control put on my tummy, so I used to kick it off. He went to one of my cousin's weddings, and so did you. You went to the other one. So they've both been to cousins' weddings. But yeah, they're both amazing. Both of them are absolutely fantastic boys. One of them's up looking on us, and the other one's just here. So, and we might have a third one, which would be absolutely amazing. So we'll just see, won't we? Hey? You good boy? Is your brother a good boy?